Welcome to the very first and possibly last episode of the Don't Panic podcast. I'm your host, Michael, and today we're going to dive into an exciting thought experiment. What if the Earth was a giant fuel tank full of oil? In this episode, we'll emphasize that the Earth is not a fuel tank, but we'll explore this fascinating scenario together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy our podcast episodes. Part 1. Setting the stage. In this hypothetical scenario, we're imagining that the Earth's entire volume is filled with oil instead of its current composition of rock, water, mole men, and other materials. We've calculated that if the Earth were a fuel tank, it would hold approximately 1.0868 sextillion liters of oil. That's a big, and dare we say, sexy number. Part 2. Current global oil consumption. As of September 2021, the world consumed approximately 15.9 billion liters of oil per day. Keeping this consumption rate in mind, we can now calculate how long it would take to consume all the oil if the entire Earth were full of it. Part 3. The math. By dividing the total volume of Earth as a fuel tank, 1.0868 sextillion liters, by the daily oil consumption rate, 15.9 billion liters per day, we find that it would take around 68,364,779,874 days, or approximately 187,145,428 years to consume all the oil. To put it in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy terms, that's a really long time. Part 4. Reality check and future considerations. While this thought experiment is intriguing, it is essential to remember that it is not an accurate representation of the real world. In reality, the Earth is not a fuel tank full of oil, and our oil resources are finite and limited. Moreover, as the world transitions toward renewable energy sources and invests in energy efficiency, the demand for oil may decrease over time. This shift could extend the lifespan of our remaining oil reserves, but it also highlights the importance of developing and adopting alternative energy sources and technologies for a more sustainable, environmentally friendly global energy system. Part 5. Perspective on actual estimated resources and consumption rates. To give our listeners some perspective, let's compare our hypothetical scenario to the actual estimated oil resources and consumption rates. According to various sources, the global oil reserves are estimated to last for several decades, with some estimates ranging from 40 to 50 years. In contrast, our thought experiment suggested that it would take 187 million years to consume all the oil if the Earth were a giant fuel tank. It's important to recognize the vast difference between these two scenarios, as it underscores the need for responsible resource management and the development of alternative energy sources. The world's oil resources are limited, and our reliance on them is not sustainable in the long term. By investing in renewable energy and energy-efficient technologies, we can reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and create a more sustainable future for generations to come. Now trust me when I say the following. Climate change is a small problem in comparison to running out of oil. Now I know this isn't a popular opinion, but this is my podcast, and frankly, dear, I don't give a damn. Thank you for joining us on this imaginative journey with the Don't Panic podcast. We hope you enjoyed exploring this hypothetical scenario with us and gained some perspective on the importance of sustainable energy solutions. If you liked this episode, please subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this thought experiment and any other ideas you'd like us to explore in future episodes. Leave a comment below or reach out to us on social media. Until next time, don't panic and keep those creative juices flowing.